Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here from Miss Carrie's Creations. Today we are celebrating with a good friend of mine, Crafty Concepts with Erin, with a scrapbooking hop. Each creator will be scraplifting a favorite layout of Erin's and showing you their take on the project. A playlist will be posted in the description below and linked at the end of this video. My layout is based on one that Erin created back in May 2021, and I can't wait to show you how it comes together. Today I have a photo of this lovely couple at the Ren Fest, which is just adorable. I want my page to have that Renaissance vibe, so I've selected some vintage papers from Simple Stories, along with some stickers and ephemera. I'm going to bring in a little wood grain to this page, and a leaf stencil with some texture paste. In Erin's video, she created a diagonal page using two large triangles and some florals. I've just popped that photo onto the screen here so that you can see the layout that inspired me today. I will also be adding a link in my description below to her video. My background paper has this lovely print in the lower left corner, so I'm going to take advantage of that print and use it as part of my page. These both have a fabric-like look that matches the colors in the photo. Before I tack this down, I do want to add a little bit of stenciling along the edge. Erin added some leaf die cuts to her layout, and I liked how the leaves looked, so I'm going to replicate that look with some texture paste. I've already marked where the pages meet and where the photo is going to be placed, so that I can make the leaves look like they are peeking out behind the patterns and the photo. The opaque paste is going to give me the illusion of die-cut leaves, but it's going to have a softer look, and it's also going to match that vintage paper background. I have placed my pattern paper down onto a magnetic board. It's much easier for me to place it on this smaller board when I'm doing a lot of stenciling on a layout, because I can rotate that magnetic board as I work with the project. I'm adding some larger leaves on 3 areas of the page, and then I'm going to come in with some smaller leaves just to fill in the space. Now, quite a few of these are going to be partially hidden as I add the florals, but I just like the idea of some of these trailing out behind the different elements I'm going to add. While the texture paste was drying, I added some stitching to the edge of the top triangle so that I didn't have to try to sew through the texture paste. I've also distressed the edge of that triangle to give it a bit of a ragged look. I'm going to back my photo in some wood grain paper, some blue-gray floral, some gray-blue cardstock, and white cardstock. While I lay out my embellishments, I thought I would share a little something about Erin. In her video that I'm referencing, she talked about why she started a YouTube channel. So I thought I would share a little bit, which will lead into how I met Erin. About 8 years ago, I decided to take a crack at paper crafting. I became a direct sales consultant, started creating a few cards here and there, and really became fascinated with the Cricut machine. While I was a consultant, Erin had contacted me and we chatted about paper crafting things, but I didn't really take the time to get to know her. Erin was so sweet and kind, and I always loved seeing her amazing projects. So I'm going to take a break here from the story and tell you what I've been adding to the page. As you can see, I mixed and matched elements to build the title. And I assembled it off the page because that gave me a chance to make changes to it before it was stuck down permanently to the layout. Behind my photo, I also added a pocket and placed a card inside with a tab at the top. This is for the journaling that I'll add later. Now I'm going to add some floral and continue with the rest of the story. I had been posting lives on Facebook and I had been teaching some private Cricut classes, but I thought maybe YouTube will be an easier way to teach techniques to others. I received a request to join the creative design team on a YouTube collaboration. Erin was also asked to be a part of the team, and as I started to get to know her better, I realized how much we had in common. She has such a kind heart, giving soul, and is an amazing mom, and she loves to teach others how to record their memories. As creators, we love to celebrate each other's achievements, and I want to congratulate my friend for reaching 10,000 subscribers. All right, let's get back to the project. In Erin's design, she placed 2 word stickers at the ends of her clusters, and I like how that looks, so I added 2 at the ends of the florals. Now, the sticker book did come with some leaf images, but I liked how Erin used dies to bring some contrast to the page. I'm going to do the same with some leaf dies that I own. These are very delicate leaves that I cut from white cardstock. And the stems are rather long, so I cut them apart to fit the space. These leaf dies are a new favorite of mine in my craft space. I'm going to be sharing a video of some cards that I made later on this month. Make sure that you tap that subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when I add these fall designs to my channel. Erin's layout also had some butterflies. I have that large one printed in the corner, so I'm going to create a visual triangle with that image and add a few butterflies on top of the flowers. These are a softer shade of yellow, which is a great complement to the other elements on the page and contrasts well with the purple shirt my daughter is wearing in the photo. I'm going to scatter a few dots around the page. At first I tried green dots, but they were too harsh. So I ended up using an off-white color instead. This gave me a little bit of textural contrast to the page without adding any more color. Now, if you watch Erin's YouTube videos, you know that she loves splatters. So I'm going to add a few in honor of her. I've just applied a little bit of ink to my glass board here, added some water, and I'm using a paintbrush to add the ink to the page. Erin taught me a while ago to cover the spaces where I don't want any splatter, and I still do that today. This layout was created to celebrate our friend Erin, and I love how it turned out. I scrap lifted quite a few items from her page using the diagonal layout, some florals, die cut and textured leaves, butterflies, a big title, and of course, splatters. Behind my photo, I have tucked the journaling card, and I'll add a story to that later on. I gave this layout a vintage look to record the memory of these 2 at Renfest. I wanted the colors to bring out my son and daughter in the photo and speak to their time they enjoy together at these events. If you are one who likes to pin photos to inspiration boards, I will be adding these to my website today. You can grab them at MissCarriesCreations.com and save them for your later projects. I want to thank you for joining us as we celebrated Erin's achievement today. I have linked the Scrapping Hop playlist above so that you can view all of today's creations. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.